Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Denise, this is Dear Designs. Welcome back to another podcast. Today is Monday, it's the 29th of January. And yeah, I haven't really got much to show, but I've got quite a bit to talk about, if that makes any sense. So I've only been working on sort of two things. There's no finished object. Oh, there is a finished object. Where did I put that finished object? I do have a finished object. I thought I'd put it away, but I haven't. So one finished object, I've got two whips, I've got some acquisitions, and I'll explain a little bit about that afterwards. One of my objects is very nearly finished, but it's not quite. But places you can find me are all linked down below. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry, here obviously, and yeah, so come and join me on other platforms. I have got a Discord group as well, not that active in it, but you can always come and join. There is a link, and it's not a expiring link, it should work. So yeah, another thing that I want to talk about quickly before I start is Year of the Sock 2024. So this month you've got a couple of days left to add your finished object into the Ravelry group, or thread, sorry. There is a thread for finished objects. This month was, it is linked down below in the description box. Is it Blue Sky? I don't think I wrote it down because I'm a donut. It is below, I'll put it on the screen, and yeah, and I just want to say thank you so much to Tracy Darby for donating her sock knitting pattern. So we have a sock knitting pattern that Tracy has very kindly said that I can donate to, or she will gift to one of you as a prize. So thank you so much. Also, if anyone does want to donate prizes, that will be absolutely awesome. Not all prizes are going to be yarn this year. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, and send stuff out that is useful, and obviously yarn's useful, but just mix it up a little bit. I think I've got the list on my phone actually, because it would be helpful if I told you what next month would be. So next month is pink. So this month is Winter Blues. There's been some really lovely socks in the finished object thread, and February is Pink Fancy. Hashtag Year of the Sock 2024. If you're sharing your stuff on Instagram, I am not pulling winners from Instagram. If you don't use Ravelry, you're more than welcome to tag me in the post or send me a message on Instagram and say, is there any chance you can enter me on Ravelry? You don't have to say your reasons why you don't use Ravelry. You could just say, I don't use it, please can you enter me into the thread? And I will, that's fine. I'll just put your picture, your name underneath, yeah, and then you'll be entered into that. I will be printing Year of the Sock 2024 plaques this week. So the little discs, I had them last year. I will be doing the little discs. So each month you can take a picture of your monthly socks with that plaque. I am doing a sock knit along, or participating in a sock knit along, and that is from or by Amanda from the Little Lycac, and that is pulling yarn out of a bag, which I have got down here. They're all wrapped up, and I'm going to get Ian to pull one out on the 1st of February, so I haven't got that to show, but I'll show that on next week's podcast on what one that he's pulled out. So shall we get on with it, and anything else that I think of, I'll just ramble through it. So my first finished object, and my only finished object, is my Christmas stocking. So I did finish this, I think it was Thursday. I don't think it was Tuesday. I can't remember. I finished it last week. and I absolutely love it. So I used DK yarn. Some of it was New Fashion, some of it was Robin DK. I think the green might have been Robin. The white was Tootsie from Pan Stretcher, and the red might have been a Pato yarn that I made Ian's blanket out of. It was scraps anyway, and yeah, I finished it. I absolutely love it. I haven't blocked it. Will I block it before next Christmas? I don't know. I might do. I might block it once the weather sort of gets a bit warmer, and it will block quite quickly. But yeah, this was a advent pattern for last December. So you had to cast on the toe first. So this was not even a day. The first day was into this down here, and then each day you had 6 rows, and then you had one day was half the heel, another day was the other half of the heel, and then you carried on all the way up, and then the last day was the cuff. Now in the pattern, I don't remember it saying anything about putting a loop on. I can't remember, but my friend Anne, and I think, did others put a loop on? Did Mandy put a loop on? I can't remember, but I saw Anne's while we was on Zoom, and she'd put a loop on hers. I was like, that's a really good idea to hang it up, otherwise you wouldn't have anything. So I just did a small I-cord loop. So I cast off all my stitches other than 3 of them, did a I-cord, and then just cast off and stitched it in. I've weaved in all my ends. I've knotted all my ends, because I don't think I'm going to be using this as a real stocking. It's just going to be for show. But here is some of the inside. I love seeing the inside of colourwork. I absolutely love it. Some of the floats are quite long, just because I knew, like here, I'm not going to be using this as an actual stocking. I wasn't worried about catching floats and stuff. So yeah, that is first finished object. You can get this pattern. It was a free advent pattern, but now it's a paid for pattern on the Arnie and Carlos website. Really enjoyed it, and I've seen some people do it in different colours as well, and it's really pretty. So that's that one. I am writing down all of my weights and meters. I used 92 grams. I just weighed the finished object, and I used 276 meters. Obviously I have got ends that I cut and stuff like that, but I'm not counting that. I just weighed the finished object. So yeah, right, whip number 1 is my Eyelet Burst Shawl. I have now got not much yarn left. This is all the yarn that I've got left, and lucky enough I am doing the I-cord. So this is my first bit of I-cord, and then I was doing this last night and it was getting quite late and I was getting quite tired, and I was like, oh, I think I should go to bed now. I really wanted to get it finished for today, but I just couldn't. And then this morning I've had a few other bits and pieces to do, so I've got this much left to do. I'm hoping that will be enough yarn. So this is the Eyelet Burst Shawl by Stephen West. I haven't got a picture of the pattern or anything. I just used it on Knit Companion. So the colours I've used, this pink is one that I dyed up. This pink, or this creamy with pink and purples, yellows and oranges, all different sort of colours. This was a Mouse's Mates colourway, Mouse Witch yarn, sorry, in the Year of Yarn, in May's Year of Yarn from last year. So that is that. It's really pretty. There's not as much grey on the bottom than I thought there would be, but I think it's it balances out. I didn't want it to be too small that it looked odd, but I do think it will balance, like it has balanced out a bit. Thumbnail. I normally do try and capture my own thumbnails, but you never know. So yeah, this is going to be finished today. Definitely 100% finished today. Will it be blocked by next week? I don't know. Might put it out on the line to block, because we've had some quite nice days and this week is supposed to be quite warm-ish as well, so I don't know, we will see. Okay, my second whip, and really the only whip that I've been working on other than that, is my socks. So I am knitting a pair of socks with the Yarny Octopus in Twilight Spice. It is a 75-25. It looks like this, and I think I just started the cuff last week. Yes, I haven't gone that much further. I've been working on my Eyelet Burst a lot. I've really enjoyed it. Like the last time that I knitted on it, all I did was moan. This time, I've loved every stitch. I've really, really enjoyed it. And I don't know, I've really enjoyed just the knitting backwards and forwards, being able to watch telly. And I think because me and Ian have been watching a lot on the telly of an evening, it's just been really easy to knit backwards and forwards. And when I get like that, I'm like, oh, I want to knit another one. No, I don't want to knit another one. But yeah, it's not going to happen. But anyway, so the socks I have been knitting, it's in this yarn. I've got a 2x2 rib, and then the actual pattern is one that I've just done myself. So it's a 4-row repeat. There's probably a pattern out there for this, but I didn't use a pattern. I wanted to break up the yarn a little bit because I didn't want it to flash or pull or anything, which I think it might have done a little bit. Like you can see it, but it's not too noticeable because it's got a bit of texture to it. So all I've done is I've knit one round, then I've done a 2x2 rib, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2 all the way. I've knit another round, and then on the 4th round, instead of knit 2, purl 2, I've purled 2, knit 2. So it's more like a broken moss stitch. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, so it's just like a diamond shape basically. And that is what I'm going to do for these. And these will get done because now I've nearly finished Eyelet Burst. I will work on these until the 1st because that is when my little self cast on day is happening. So that's that. I will get those finished. It's living in a really pretty bag that I got from my friend Sally. I'm talking about Sally. I am wearing today a summer sorrel that I didn't knit. My lovely friend Sally gifted or gave me this summer sorrel while we was at the Southern Wool Show. She actually wore it all day and then decided she didn't like it. So she took it off at the end of the day. Now you can have this. I love it. I love it so, so much. The yarn is by Laura from The Lonely Knitter. Let me try and bring you down a bit. And it's just a summer sorrel. I absolutely love it. I've got 3 now. I've knit 2 of my own, and now I've got 3, and I love it. I love it so much. And I like that, I don't know, I like the inside outness of it. Like it's reverse stocking stitch, so I just really like it. And I want to knit a DK one. I really do, because I do, and like maybe a jumper, like long sleeves, or maybe like long sleeves, the balloon sleeves. I think that would be really nice. Okay, so that's that. There was something over there that I needed to show. Was there? I can't remember. Right, okay, so on Thursday I decided that on the 1st of February, which is Thursday, I'm going to cast on a few different projects. I've really enjoyed being monogamous with my knitting, but I've really wanted a few things on the needles at the same time. So I have pulled a few things together and I've put them in bags. I haven't got no patterns with them yet or anything, but I'm just gonna show you what yarn I've pulled out. I think one of them may have a pattern. So in this bag here, which is a bag that I made myself, is some Aran weight yarn. I'm gonna just pull the yarns out. So this is a Aldi in dusty pink, powder pink. Oh, back here maybe better. It's just a really light pink. I have one of these, which is 400 grams, and then I have this, which is Trim Premium Multicoloured Yarn Aran, 100% acrylic. And I am going to do a striped flax in this. I was sorting out my yarn a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, and these were together and I was like, oh, that would look really nice striped. They're both Aran. This one has got wool in it, I think. Yeah, it's 75% acrylic, 25% wool, but it really don't matter. I think if I stripe it, like I might do an 8 row stripe, or I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna do like quite thick stripes and see how that goes. So I have got the pattern for this because I have printed it. It's the flax. I'm sure this is a free pattern on Ravelry, and if you didn't know, Tin Can Knits have got their own app now where you can go in, pick what pattern you want, pick what size you want, and only the numbers for your size will appear in the pattern, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So if you've got an iPad or something like that, I'm not sure if you can print it. I haven't looked that deep into it. But instead of printing like the whole pattern, you can just have the numbers for what you need. So that is going to be cast on number 1. And then the next cast on is going to be this, which I'm going to possibly, Sally, if you are watching this, now I purchased this bag from you. I love it. I love it so, so much. Please tell me where you got it from. I love it. I want one just to use as like a daily bag. It's like, I don't know, it's like a waterproof material. It's got a pocket here, it's got pockets inside. I absolutely love it. And yeah, like I could easily use this as like a daily tote bag, or like when I go Slimming World and put my bits in it, and I love it so much. Anyway, the yarn that I've pulled out was a yarn that I got from the Southern Wool Show, and it is this Yarn Art Flowers, and it's like this. Now I bought this with the intention of knitting a top down top. So I think I might make a confetti top. I haven't got a picture of it. Let me see if I can get one. I was thinking of making a rocket tee, but then I was like, So it's the confetti crop top. I'm not going to make it crop, obviously. Looks like this. And I will, oops. Can I show you? Oh, I'll show you. I'll just, oh God. Just show you the, it's by Knititude. Sorry if there's glare on the screen. And I'm going to make it longer, obviously. But I just thought it would be a nice top to make. It's 250 grams, this, 1,000 meters. It's 50% cotton, 55% cotton, and 45% pack. I don't know what pack is, whether that's acrylic or nylon, or I don't know. But I thought it'd make a really nice summer top. I'm going to make it a size smaller and see how we go. Yeah, so, and I thought at least with that it's short sleeves, so then once I've sort of done the sleeves, because what I might do is split for sleeves, use where I'm at for the rest of the sleeves, and then attach it to the body and then carry on down if there's not too much of a colour difference. Or I could just do a little bit of ribbing with the last colour for the sleeve. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but that's what I'm thinking. Sorry about that, my memory card got full and I wasn't taking any notice of the number on the screen. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to swatch because I'm not sure if this is 4-ply or not, or even thinner. I'm not 100% sure. I might even look. Oh, it's super fine. It's number 1 super fine. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, so that's in that bag. Then the next one is, I don't really know, but we're gonna, I'm going to knit a hat. I don't know if I want to do the muscle bra or a sock head hat. So I've got this yarn. Now I dyed this yarn ages ago, a few years ago now. I dyed it up in the cake. So I had the undyed yarn, I caked it up, I then dyed it. So I think I dyed it the other way round. So I put the colour, I got a syringe and I put the colour inside with the syringe, let that soak up. I then took it out the pot and then made sure all the water was gone, put it back in the pot, and then I surrounded it with a different colour. I can't remember what way round I did it, but say for instance I put purple in there, and then it absorbed all round the edge. I then gave this to Casey because she absolutely loved it, who is my sister, if you're new here. My sister is Casey. She did do a bit of crochet at one point, and she don't do that anymore. She's got her own business, and she does more sort of like vinyling and designing her own bits and pieces. All her details are below, I think. It's the crafter's box. Anyway, so she gave this back to me. I've never known what really to do with it because she's used some of it, which is fine. I don't actually know how much is left here. Let me get to my scales. These are going to come in handy in a second anyway. So there is 93 grams left. There is nearly a whole skein left. So I do want to make something, and I'm thinking a hat because I think the fade will be quite nice. It's like a really nice blue on the inside. So I'm thinking of making either the muscle bra hat or the sock head hat. I don't know. I have got the pattern for the sock head hat. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I haven't got the pattern for the muscle bra. So this is the sock head hat by Kelly McClure, and I think she tells you, yeah, so for like a medium size hat you need 75 grams, or for a large hat you need 85 grams. And I'm just thinking that if I do a muscle bra, will I have enough? Because that is double that. I'm not sure. Yeah. There was a lot of stocking stitch with the muscle bra. I've never done, sorry, with the sock head. I've never done a muscle bra before. I've never done a pinhole cast on or anything like that. But this might just be the easy knitting that I want. So yeah, I'm undecided. So let me know what you think. I'm really not sure what to do, but that pattern is in that bag for now. This is a bag that I got from Sally again. And this was my advent gift for the last day. Or was it Christmas Eve? I can't remember now, but I absolutely love it. And then last but not least, I have in here what I said I was going to do last time, but I'm going to do it a bit different. So I said I wanted to make a hot water bottle cover, and the yarns that I've pulled out, or the yarn that I've pulled out, I've got 2 of these. I don't know if I'm going to need 2 or not. I don't know what this yarn is. I think it came from Lolly's Little Wool Shack. I'm not 100% sure. I have made something with this yarn before because I did have more than 2 balls. I don't know where it's from, but anyway, it is very pretty. It is really nice, and I'm going to make the hot water bottle cover by Maker Maker, which is just a plain hot water bottle cover. I need to measure the bottle that I've got, but it should fit. Now, I was going to knit this one, which I did pull print the pattern out. But I think this yarn is not going to do this pattern any justice. I did get the pattern wet by accident. So I thought I would just do a plain one. Let the yarn do what it does. And it's a cover, so does it really matter? No. The only thing is that it's not been warm enough for a hot water bottle. It's not been cold enough. Did I say hot enough? It's not been cold enough for a hot water bottle. But I'm going to make one anyway for the bottle, just so that I know it's done. The next thing that I want to show you is I made, out of James C. Brett Chunky, I was going to make a cocoon cardigan. But then I realised that this square, I had 2 balls, is no way near big enough for what I want. Not at all. So I'm going to pull this back, or I'm probably going to knit or crochet from it. I'm not going to pull it back. And then decide on... I'm going to try and look for a pattern that uses 2 balls. I don't really know what yet. I could make like a granny square top, but I just think that this is a bit too thick. I don't know, like, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with this. It's one of them things that I am going to look on Ravelry. I have seen a pattern that I like. It's crocheted. And then... I'm not sure. But following on from this is going to be my acquisitions, because I was flicking through YouTube the other day and I see that Jan Carruthers had crocheted a top out of one of the Doris Chan books, and she'd made one quite a few years ago and she's making a new one now. And it was in a Doris Chan book that I didn't have. It was the Everyday Lace or something. I've got the Everyday Crochet, but it was the Everyday Lace. I did look online for the pattern. I had a look online for the magazine or the book, the pattern book. And there was some on eBay and bits and pieces. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm not going to bother. And then our local knit group here, where I live, did a little yarn and cake sale for charity yesterday, and Ian said, come on, let's go, like, just go and have a look. I was like, okay, go and have a look. Look what was there. It was £1, 1 single pound. And I was like, how can I not? Like, I'm so glad I didn't buy it from eBay or Amazon or wherever I could find it. So the patterns that are in this book are these here. They're really, really nice. I really like this on the front. Oh, it's the Amazing Crochet Lace. It's obviously been somewhere it's been a bit bent. But the pattern that Jan is knitting is this one. And she's doing it in the James C. Brett as well. I'm sure she said she was doing it in James C. Brett Chunky. Oh, I've just broke the spine of the book. Oh, I might be able to glue that. Lucky I only paid £1 for it. I think it's quite old. So this is the top that Jan was making. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. I'm just not, I don't know. The only reason I thought about this pattern is because it's done in a really weird yarn, but I think it's like, you need a 9mm crochet hook. It's done in Lion Brand Incredible Art. Yeah, so you make 4 of these panels. They're exactly the same. So you make 2 for the front, 1 for the front, 1 for the back, and 2 sleeves, and they're the same. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Would I wear it? That's the thing. Would I wear that? I don't know, because it's obviously something that goes over like t-shirts and bits and pieces. It's super bulky. Oh, 6, super bulky. You get the whole motif diagram. I don't want to show you too much, obviously, because it's a paid for book. I'm undecided, so I'm not going to go on about that too much. And then also, while I was at this little yarn sale, we got there late, so there wasn't much left. They did put pictures up of what was available. There was loads of hand dyed, and I was like, oh, I could pick some up, but there wasn't much left when I got there. But I did pick up these 2. Picked up more than 2, but these are the first 2 I'm going to show you. I don't know what it is. There's no tags or anything. I picked this up, if I can open the bag. Oh Christ, I've got this all knotted. Anyway, let's get it out. I picked up these. So they've obviously been caked up to make socks or something. It's sparkly. If anyone recognises this, then please let me know. It's really, really pretty. Really, really lovely. I don't know if there's 100 grams here. Shall we have a look? But I got this for £3. So there is 56 on that one and 50 on that one. There's 56 and 50 on that one. So there's 106 gram there. I could easily make socks with that. So that's what my intention was, that like it's already caked as well. Yeah, and that was £3. Then I got this one, which it says it's oddments, and it was £1. But let me show you what is in this bag. I've got all of these tangled up somehow, so I can't get the actual thing open because I'm a donut. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they've done that or I've done it. Anyway, here we have another 2 balls of yarn, and they're not oddments. They're like, we've got these 2. If anyone recognises them, let me know. But we have 57 grams and 48 grams. So there's over 100 gram there as well. And yeah, these will make lovely socks. So yeah, that was £1. £1. I picked up all of the, this is all of the hand-dyed, not hand-dyed, the sock yarn that they had left. They didn't have any hand-dyed. I don't know whether this is hand-dyed. It might be. I'm not sure. I I don't think that's hand dyed. I think that might be commercial. But then I saw this, which I have paid £1.50 for this bag. They were 50p a, whatever that is, a bobbin. Not sure. It's 100% cotton, 50 grams, double knitting. So I got 650 grams of this. Let me take one out. This one ain't got a band on it, but it's just red. It's pretty. Let me show you one with a band on it. It is Penguin brand, cotton natural 8 feels, machine washable, colour is very old by the looks of it. It does look like a very old-fashioned label, and they did say they had quite a lot of this, and I got the last of it. So I got 650 grams of this, and it is 100% cotton. And they were like, oh, what are you going to do? And I was like, I'm not sure yet, but it might be like a little summer top, or like a very open top that I can put over dresses. But I got all of this for £6.50. You can't go wrong, can you, really? There was other stuff there. I'll put it back down this side. There was other stuff there, but it was all very bits. There was other cotton there, but it was all like part used balls and stuff. They were only 50p, but I just thought to myself, I want stuff that I can actually make with, instead of just putting it into a scrap stash. There was cakes there. I didn't buy any cakes. We was very naughty last week. I put on £3. Don't know how. So we're being extra good this week. I'm going shopping later today. We've been really active the weekend, because on Saturday we went and got weighed in. Our niece has joined Slimming World as well. So we've got somebody else to support us, support her and stuff, so that's really good. We went and hopefully, fingers crossed, waterproofed my car. Ian needed to seal the door skins, so he done all that. I managed to get mastic in my hair. That was not fun, like a massive blob. It was up in a ponytail, and obviously the ponytail had gone, I was helping, and it had touched something, and lucky enough we managed to get it out. And I washed my hair, and I was like, oh, because I honestly thought I would have to cut it, but it was like I would have to cut it really short. So lucky enough that was okay. And then yesterday we was back at the garage because Ian hadn't finished on Saturday. It got dark, but it got really cold really quickly, and I just said to Ian, come on, let's just go home, we can come back tomorrow. We had our niece Amelia on Saturday night. Oh my god, she was as good as gold. Slept the whole night. I woke up before her in the morning. She woke up about 9:30. She was so good. And then Jodie come and picked her up yesterday. Then we went to the garage. Ian finished doing the door and replacing the rubbers in the boot and stuff. Then we found out that my back window washer thing, it squirts out of where it's supposed to, but it also squirts out inside the boot. So that might be where the boot leak is coming from. But today, again, there's some other bits and pieces that need to be done. So when Ian finishes work, I'm going to go shopping. And while I'm shopping, I think Ian's going to have a look to see, just underneath like the bonnet, to see if one of the rubbers have come loose or something. Because we don't know where the water's coming from. And we just hope that it's going to be watertight now. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. It's a good little car. I love my car, and it just annoys me when little silly things go wrong. But anyway, Right, so plans for this week, obviously on Thursday I'm going to be casting on, and then at the weekend my sister is doing a show and it's at the Drum Sheds, which is not far from me, so I'm probably going to go and see her on Saturday or Sunday. I haven't decided yet what day I'm going to pop down. I'll only be there for a little while, have a little wander around because she's exhibiting. She can get tickets, so I'll go and see her and yeah, go and have a look. What else is happening? It's Mikey's birthday next Tuesday. He's going to be 6. Yeah, I'll tell you all about that next week. He's going to be 6. But yeah, that is pretty much it, I think. I just want to say thank you to everyone that come over to the shop at the weekend. Thank you so much for your purchases. I am going to get them started now. I have got a lot of stuff already cut. I just need to sort of obviously do the colours and the gluing of the earrings and all bits and pieces, so I'm going to do that in a second once this is uploading to YouTube. But I just want to say thank you. I will leave a little picture here of the stuff that I did put in the shop. It is on Ko-fi. There is stuff on Etsy as well. My stuff on Ko-fi is cheaper than on Etsy because of Etsy fees and etc, etc, but however you prefer to purchase, that's fine. But yeah, I just think that the little bits and pieces are really cute. I will be putting the plaques in the shop as well, and I will put a post on Instagram when they're ready to purchase. I'm not going to do like a update type thing, I'm just going to put them in when they're ready. Yeah, so that's that. I also ordered for my laser machine a honeycomb bed, which I'm hoping that I won't have like the sticky residue on the back anymore. And I also ordered a dehumidifier. No, not a dehumidifier, an extractor fan that came as well. So it's all plugged in. I can't lift it up to get the smoke out because it can get a bit smoky. So I'm hoping that will help with that. Yeah, so I'm going to try that today because I haven't tried it yet. It came. When did it come? Saturday night or evening, so I haven't had a chance to play with that yet. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye guys.